Hello, I'm David Skidmore. I'm involved in plant health. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the importance of plant health to people involved in commercial horticulture. If you're a grower, one of the things that's particularly important to you is the quality of the plants that you produce. And the quality is very much affected by whether you're infected with diseases or trouble with pests. So as a grower, you need to be able to identify those pests and pathogens that might affect your crop, and then how to treat the pests and pathogens so that you get a good quality crop at the end of your production cycle. It's also very important, if you're a grower, to understand the legislation, particularly the legislation changes that are concerned with Brexit. So there are different parts of the legislation that affect you depending on whether you're an importer or an exporter. So you have to be aware of things like plant passporting and how you issue plant passports, or phytosanitary certificates if you're exporting wider, or if the UK becomes a third country outside the EU. The registration for inspections for importing plants, and these could well change depending on the outcome of the Brexit negotiations. The other things to be aware of are the tariffs that are likely to be affected by Brexit, and where the inspections take place. Now, plant health is very important in the UK, not only for the production in commercial horticulture and the rest of agriculture, but also in the natural environment. DEFRA has established something called the Plant Health Risk Register, which now has, as from today, something like 1,045 different pests and pathogens on the register that are potential threats to crops or the natural environment in this country. Tree health is of particular importance, with diseases such as the larch dieback caused by Phytophthora, the ash dieback, acute oak decline, and also certain insects that may come into the country like the emerald ash tree borer. So what we would like to do is try and introduce commercial horticulturalists and those involved in the business to the identification of the pests and pathogens so that you can deal with them on your own holdings, but also to the legislation that is required for importing and exporting and for the movement of plants.